Sort out. But you can see it was Mitchell and Brooks with the shove by Donovan. You can see the ensuing melee.
And I believe that gentleman in the gray who grabbed Brooks and took him to the ground was Grizzlies personnel. There was the ball thrown and then the shove by Mitchell. This has kind of been brewing on all game. They had words earlier in the first quarter. And this is history because remember Mitchell was in the West with Utah, so they've seen each other a lot.
Mitchell threw the ball
and then came up and shoved him and then threw him down. But clearly to me, Mitchell was the aggressor just by looking at it initially.
Welcome to part 2 of our segment. Now, what is another chapter of the Menace to Society monologue? I know, someone who just gets ultra violent, who doesn't care who they harm, mocks the whole thing, and of course, he just plays victim when he is painted as the villain. That is not the way to go. And if you out here hurting people, then there's something wrong with you. Like kicking people in the nuts, punching people in the mouth, elbowing people, shoving people down, harassing people in public stores, tray sellers. But we ain't gonna get into any of that today. But yeah, things like that, the most unquestionable things, the most unforgivable things that you cannot do. Like to another man, you cannot hit men below the belt. That is an ultra no-no. We've seen it a lot in the NBA, the NFL, all sports. But if you do that on the street, you're going to die. You're going to fucking die if you do that. So I'm going to need you men, you menaces, to be careful out here. Well, menaces like that don't need guidance. They need to be locked up and throw away the doggone key. And also another trait, picking fights for no reason. I don't know what the issue is for picking fights for no reason, but is it worth it getting yourself into trouble because you want to start scraps for no reason? The smart thing to do is just walk away. Don't instigate stuff. Don't try to make things go further. Just walk away. Just knuckle up in the back and just get it over with. But if you're a constant troublemaker, there's always something up. There's always something going on, and you constantly get tired of it. Like, for instance, Draymond's been through a lot of shit over the past few years. But yet, people still put up with him, his coaches, his teammates. But he tries to be the best that he could be. And that's what you should be. Be like Draymond. Be a great leader. But don't punch your teammate in the mouth and don't kick him in the... You don't want to do that. And if you do that, then there's something wrong with you. You need guidance. Like Draymond, I guess his podcast is guidance. Like, start a podcast. Talk about your feelings. Think about it. Be smart. Call out your enemies on a podcast, no matter whether they dislike it or not. But if you're a trash talker, you have to back up that trash talk. You can't allow people to sun you and bully you, and you looking like all kinds of a fool. Be smart, because look what happened to the Memphis Grizzlies. They got humbled real quick. Back up your trash talk and mean what you say. Period. Point blank.